Candace, your queen of dreams, and I would like to personally thank you for stopping by my channel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Hey dreamers, welcome to my Create Your Desires art party or Create Your Desires vision board party. So many people are familiar with doing a vision board where you cut out different objects and put them on a poster board, and they represent the things that you desire to manifest or the things that you desire to see in your reality. So I came up with another concept, and that is creating a board of all my desires. So one thing that you will hear me say often is that whatever seed you plant, that's what you shall reap. You reap what you sow, right? So if you have a desire, if you have something that you want, that is like a seed, right? And then you have to plant that seed into the proper environment. You have to water that seed by putting your energy into whatever it is you desire. You have to tend to that seed. For instance, if you have an apple seed, you want to have an apple tree, you have to plant that seed into fertile ground. Okay, you have to plant it in the right season, you have to plant it in the right environment, you have to water that seed, make sure that seed has sunlight in order to see your apple tree come to fruition or into manifestation. And so I speak to a lot of people and they're like, well, I need to just focus on this one thing because this one thing that I really want to do, and I'm just going to put all my attention on that, or I'm just going to ask God for one particular blessing and focus on that. But I'm a believer that if you plant your desires and you tend to all your desires, you can have more than one seed, more than one desire, and all of it come to fruition. And so it's a simple matter of identifying what you want, creating the atmosphere, creating the opportunity, and just manifesting that seed. So if I say, okay, I want to have a successful trucking business, I want to write a successful book, I want to do book tours, there's so many things that it is that I want to do. I'm not going to limit myself and say, oh, I'm only capable of doing this thing, and then I got to wait 3 years and do this other thing. No, if I have the desire and I plant the seed and I water the seed and I tend to the seed, I believe that I can have everything that I desire. And I believe the same for you. So I got this idea to put it in illustration form. So those of you who know me know I am a creative. I love to make things. I make things all the time. And so I said, instead of doing a vision board, I'm going to do a My Desire garden board where I use my poster board. I've got all type of little things. I've got my little jewels over here that are going to be a representation of my seeds. I have my grass, okay? And this is going to represent my desire garden, where I write down at the top of here, I'm going to write My Desire Garden, and then I'm going to put jewels here at the bottom of the different things. They're going to be different representations of things that I want, and I'm going to write those things down and just create it and then hang it up and watch it manifest. So that's something that you all can do as well. If there are multiple things, multiple desires that you have that you want to come into manifestation or into fruition, do the same thing. Get you a poster board, get you some little jewels. They have so many things at the dollar store or Hobby Lobby, Michael's, that you can use as a representation of your seed, okay? And just remember that if you have faith just the size of a mustard seed is really, really small, smaller than the smallest jewel I have. You can receive anything that you desire. So we're gonna get started. I'm gonna do a little testing on my markers, y'all, because I don't know which ones are good. Okay, so we're going to call this My Desire Garden, okay? This is a My Desire Garden board party, okay? My Desires. We're going to say My Desires Garden because I have multiple desires, okay? And this is something fun you can do with your friends. You can do it with your family. You can do it at your New Year's Eve party. Okay, we're about to come into the new year. So hopefully I get this video up and edited before the new year. But I'm going to call it My Desires Garden. And I believe in, making things fancy. Okay, so I'm going to add a little glitter. And when it's all done at the end, I'm going to show you guys what it looks like, how it turned out, okay? So we're going to just add a little glitter here. And alrighty, here we go. We're going to add some glitter. Make it fancy. I believe I'm real big on what you see. You pay for the view that you want to see, right? But I also believe that what you see stimulates you and motivates you in certain ways. So when I see things that are shiny and pretty, it just attracts me to it even more. So I feel like making my board shiny and pretty is going to draw my attention to looking at it every day and manifesting exactly every desire that I have for this new year, for my life in general. I have so many, so I got my glitter. I have so many desires that I want to do and accomplish in this year. And so that's how I'm going to start. I feel like it's really important to just evaluate, what is it that I really want? What is it that I really want to happen? What do I really want to see? So for me, I'm going to go ahead and write mine down. So one thing that I really desire is to have paid speaking engagements worldwide. Okay, I'm a motivational speaker. I'm an empowerment coach. I'm a life coach, but I like to refer to myself as an experience coach. Why? Because I've experienced almost everything, and I can speak and I can teach and I can impart and I can empower and uplift and show by example because I've been there. Okay, so I'm going to put paid speaking engagements. That's something that I desire to manifest, okay? So that's going to be the first thing, okay? I'm working on getting my book published now, so I'm going to put a sold out book, okay? Sold out book. And underneath that, I'm going to write book tour / book tour, okay? So not only are we going to sell out the book, we're going to go on tour and talk about it, alrighty? And then I want increase in my current businesses. So if you know me, you know that I have a trucking company, a dispatch company, as well as a trucking management company where I help people start, build, grow, run their trucking companies. I run my own trucking company. I dispatch, help people find loads. So I'm going to put increase my trucking business. And then also, I feel like the things that you desire should not only be material, okay? I believe in spiritual, physical, mental, emotional, familial wellness. Be healthy in your spirit. Be healthy in your mindset. Be healthy in your actions. Be healthy in your words. Be healthy in your relationships with your family, with your friends, with your children, okay? So, my one desire that I always say is to be the best version of myself. I always ask, what's the best version of myself look like? So the last desire that I'm going to write is to increase my relationships. Increase my relationships. Let's be more specific. Increase the love, joy, and fun in all my relationships. That's with my family, with my child, with, my love life, all of that, okay? So increase the joy, love, and fun in all my relationships. And I think it's very important as well to do physical depictions of whatever it is that you desire so you can see it, right? So once I create this, I'll be able to look at it and see, okay, this is what I am going towards. This is my goal. If I get down, if I get discouraged, if I feel like giving up, I can look at this each day as it hangs on my wall and say, okay, we are headed towards increasing the joy, increasing the love, increasing the fun in our relationships. We're looking forward to we're headed towards increasing business on the trucking side. We're looking towards having that book out and it's selling off the shelves. So once you know where you're headed, it's not as easy to get discouraged from getting there, right? Because you just on that mission, like, hey, I gotta get there, right? Another thing that I want to go ahead and add underneath increase the joy, love, and fun in all my relationships is build new relationships, okay? I believe your network is your net worth. The more people that you draw to you, the more people that you're able to help, the more people that you're able to be a service to, okay? It increases your ability to activate your purpose, and it also increases your net worth. So I want to put build new relationships, increase network. So this is all dealing with relationships, okay? Increase my network, okay? So I've got a few different colors here. So anytime you're planting, you have to start with the seed itself, all right? So I'm going to start with planting my seed. The first one will be paid speaking engagements, okay? So we're going to let that glue go there. We're going to add some seeds to that garden. And then sold out book with the sold out book tour, you know. We on tour with it. We going around speaking and teaching and demonstrating that you too can overcome. You too can be more than what your situation has tried to define you as. You too can grow past your pain. You too can overcome loss, hurt, defeat, addiction. Everything that I've been through, the same God that saved me, that guided me, that kept my mind at peace, that kept me focused, that helped me to overcome, is the same God that can help you as well, okay? It's a mind thing, it's a spiritual thing, it's an emotion thing, it's a self-discipline thing. It all plays a part, and I am here to teach by the clarity of my example and show the how, okay? So for my paid speaking engagement, I'm gonna use these little blue jewels right here. We're gonna use these as, so I got my seeds, okay? My jewels are gonna be my seeds. So we're gonna use these little blue jewels right here to represent the paid speaking engagements. I can't wait till it's done, y'all, so I can show y'all how it looks or whatever. Here we go. Lord, we're going to ask my nails to work with me because they're so long. And when you scatter, I'm just going to scatter my seeds. I'm going to have to flip most of them. Let me get my little tool right here that'll help me flip them, because I kind of scattered them upside down, but that's okay. Yes, Lord. So that's what we'll be doing, is focusing on what it is that we desire, manifesting the things we desire, only focusing on what you do want. I say that all the time. You get what you think about, you get what you feel, okay? So if you're feeling good, you're thinking good, you're focused, if you have a definite focus and a definite plan, there's nothing that you can't accomplish. Have a definite purpose, a definite plan, stay focused, okay? Know that you are able, you are more than a conqueror. Nothing can hold you back. The enemy is not able to distract you. The enemy is not able to defeat you. You are everything that you dreamed of. It's just a matter of walking into it. It's a matter of just believing you can. It's a matter of staying dedicated, staying determined, saying, having that no matter what attitude. Even when I'm tired, I'm still going to go forward. Even when I don't have the support that I think I should have, I'm still going to go forward. Even when things, because let me tell you something, when you start focusing on your purpose and you start focusing on your plan, trust me, all hell is going to break loose. I'm not going to sit up here and lie to you and tell you it's not. But guess what? That's when you get more focused. That's when you double down. When you see, when nothing's going wrong, okay, and the enemy is not bothering you, it's because he's not seeing you as a threat. But when you say, I'm going to focus on my plan, I'm going to focus on my purpose, I'm going to help people, that's when the enemy gets threatened. That's when he gets nervous. And so we got to keep the enemy on his toes, keep him nervous. We don't need to be nervous because we know that no weapon formed against us shall prosper. We know that we are more than conquerors. We know that God is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all we can ever think or ever ask for. Okay, we know that nothing is impossible with God. So all the things that we know, we just have to stand on, keep focused on. Don't let anything stand in our way, okay? And y'all know I'm very meticulous and a perfectionist, so I'm not going to do too much for the sake of this video. I don't want to keep y'all too long, but you guys are going to get the purpose, okay? So we've planted our seeds there for our paid speaking engagements. Now we're going to plant our seeds for our book tour. And since the color of my company is pink, we're just going to throw some pink seeds on there, y'all. Okay, and y'all don't have to run out and get nothing fancy. I just happen to have all these stones here because y'all know I make stuff, so it's already here. But y'all can get some glitter, and if you don't have to get, this is one thing, I did a video today on my truck talk that says start from where you are. You don't have to go out and get nothing fancy to do this. If you want to just use different color markers and draw your seeds, if you want to get in your pantry and get some pinto beans, and remember back in the day we used to use macaroni, okay, to make our letters and stuff. You could use some dry macaroni, you could use some rice, okay. It doesn't have to be anything fancy at all. It's just the depiction, and it gives your mind a visualization of exactly what it is you're doing. That, you know what, I can have multiple businesses. I can have multiple streams of income. I can do more than one thing and not feel like I'm overwhelmed. Because in a garden, you have, most people who garden, they don't just only have tomatoes and live off of tomatoes all year. They don't only have cabbage. They don't only have green peppers or bell peppers. They put multiple things in their garden. And so they select a row. This row is going to be for my cabbage. This row is going to be for my collards. This row is going to be for my onions. This row is going to be for my tomatoes. And so you can do the same thing with your goals and your dreams. Just organize and say, okay, this goal here is going to be one row, and I'm going to plant this seed, and I'm going to take these actions. Because when you have a garden, you don't just water or pay attention to one plant or one seed. You pay attention to everything that's in that garden. And so we're taking this and looking at it in the form of our dreams and looking at it in the form of our goals. And you can definitely focus on and grow and have and cultivate multiple things that you want to do. Just being clear about, this is exactly what I want. This is how I want it to look. Start writing down your goals. Start writing down your plans, okay? Start being intentional about where you are headed. The fact that you want to obtain your purpose, you want to live in your purpose, you want to obtain your goals, you want to be that person you dreamed of being, okay? Don't let the negativity, don't let the frustration, don't let the naysayers, don't let anything stop you from arriving at the destination that God has for you. What's for you is for you. You will hear me say that all the time. What's for you is for you is for you. Not a fool in hell can take it away. The only thing stopping you is you. Okay? Y'all heard that? The only thing stopping you is you. So don't let any circumstance, any Joe Blow, any Susie Sally, nobody discourage you. Don't let the lack of support discourage you. Don't let people, say, oh, well, that's an okay idea. No. Let your garden, don't allow anyone to critique your garden. Don't allow anyone to come in and tell you, oh, your garden should be bigger, or oh, I thought you would have done it sooner. None of that. You focus on planting your seeds, watering your seeds, tending to your seeds, taking the steps, taking the action, doing the research, knowing if you are trying to get into having a business, understanding your market, understanding the finances, having organization, okay? There's so many ways that you can win. There's so many ways so many resources out there for you. There's no reason why losing is even a thought or an option, okay? So we're finishing up. This is the last one. And sometimes it ain't gonna be easy to plant your seed. This is showing me right now, okay? Sometimes, it might take a little bit more work, but plant that seed. So we've got paid speaking engagements. We got sold out book and book tour. Okay, so we're gonna increase the trucking business. The name of my dispatch service is Dream Blue Dispatch. So we're gonna use the color. Oh, we already used blue. But it's blue and yellow. So we're gonna use this yellow right here. And Lord, we're going to get these nails to work. I'm so excited, y'all. I go to the nail shop tomorrow. And yes, I'm going to get them just as long. Okay. I'm going to plant these seeds. And always be planting. Paul said, for Apollo is nothing and I am nothing. For I have planted, Apollo has watered, but God giveth the increase. Always be planting. Always be watering. You never know when you are sharing with someone, or if you are shedding a light on something, or if you are teaching, or if you are being a demonstration of God's love or God's healing power or everything that God is, okay? You don't know if you are planting a seed in somebody's life. You don't know if you're watering a seed, but just know, always be planting, always be watering, and God will always give the increase. God is a God of increase. He's not a God of subtraction. He's not a God of takeaway, okay? God is always a God of increase. So just continue to plant, continue to water, continue to believe, to have faith. But the word also says faith without works is dead, okay? So not only have the faith in the ideas, but put the work in. Put the work in. That's it. I was so hesitant in the last 3 years since I decided that I wanted to do a YouTube channel. I had been so hesitant in starting my YouTube, and one of my hesitations was, I don't want to get on there and nobody watch my videos. I don't want to get on there and have 5 views, right? And when I first started, I had 5-6 views, and then in a week one of my videos got 30 views and another one got 100 views. And I realized, keep showing up, keep doing the work, be consistently post your videos, consistently promote your videos. See, we think it's the people who we supported who are going to support us. That's not how it goes. Think about it. If you have a business and your friend has a business, and you two are the only two who support each other, and you guys are sharing money back and forth, hand to hand, right? Back and forth. Guess what? The money doesn't go in a linear form. Money circulates. It has a cyclical flow, okay? So what goes around comes around. And even though if it's not the person who you blessed, or it's not the person who you supported, or it's not the person who you thought it was gonna be, guess what? Somebody else is coming around in that circle to be your support. Okay? You are gonna get your blessings, your support, your encouragement from unexpected places. I remember when I was selling phone cases, some of my most loyal clients, they still, contact me to this day. They were strangers, girls from the internet, people I had never met before, didn't know them from sun up or sundown. But they were very encouraging. They believed in me when other people who knew me was like, girl, what you doing? What's that? What type of arts and crafts you got going on? And so don't let that discourage you. Just know, keep doing the work. Keep putting the work in. You done planted your seed. Let me tell you something. When you plant a seed, you cannot expect for it to sprout the next day. That is not realistic. Nature has its course. Development has a process. Trust the process. Do the work. Just know, if I plant this seed and I water this seed, increase. The outcome is increase. I say that all the time. Always plant, whether I'm planting or whether I'm watering, the outcome is always increase. So we're going to do this last one, y'all. And the last one, so we just did increase my trucking business. I should have put, let me do that now. Trucking businesses. Let me add businesses because I have multiple streams of income in trucking. And so we're going to use green as our seed, okay? And then we're going to do the depiction of the tree sprouting, okay? We're going to get these seeds on here. And don't be in a rush. Don't be in a hurry. Just let it flow. Allow the ease and flow and the excitement of the process and the knowing that, you know what, I'm doing something that is going to come to pass. I'm doing something that's going to come to fruition. Think about it. If you go put $5 in the bank, right? You know for sure, depending on what kind of banking fees y'all got, but if you put $5 in the bank today, you can go get $5 out of the bank tomorrow, right? Well, if you could think about it like that. If I put the time and effort, what I deposit, I will be able to get out, okay? And if it's a savings account, a money market account, that, these money market accounts these days really ain't yielding that much, but it's I'm putting in a deposit, and just like a savings account, not only is it going to yield a return, it's going to yield a return with interest. Okay? All you have to do is be patient. Take every step. Take every step. Be patient. Be aware of what all needs to be done in your process. Don't say, well, I did everything I could do today, and there's nothing for me to do. Let me tell you something. When you're trying to grow, whether it be your business, your life, your personal life, your love life, your family, your relationships, there's always something more that can be done. There is always something more that can be done. Don't take any time to be idle. Always be looking at how can I add to what I'm already doing? How can I improve? How can I increase every day? Every day, y'all. I have been committed to spending time to working on my business, to work on my programs, to work on my training courses, to work on my book, to work on my marketing, to work on my videos. I literally spend hours every single day working on an aspect of my business every day. Every day. I don't go a day without working on it, even when I'm tired, even when I don't feel like it. Some days I'm like, ooh, I got a headache. I just start making up stuff. I don't feel good. My stomach hurt. I'm sleepy. You know, who shot John? And Bob didn't do what I wanted him to do today. But I say, you know what? No excuses. If you're teaching your students and you're teaching your clients and your message is no excuses, then guess what? You can't have you can't let them have any excuses, and you can't have any excuses. And you have to lead by the clarity of your example. So if you look at, you know, my YouTube and you see, oh man, she just started in December, but man, she's already got 15 videos up and edited, and you go on my Instagram and you see I got the reels, and you see I have, you know, my different promotions. Watch this, do this. I got this going on. Then, oh, she putting in the work. She's putting in the work, you know. It's not like I'm just talking about, oh yeah, you know. No, these are things that you can actually see. And so you have to not allow any time to be idle. Continue to find things to do that is adding to your life experience, okay? It might not always be just doing physical things that pertain to your business, but it might be going to the spa. Because guess what? When you feel better, you do better. When you feel better, you perform better. When you feel better, you receive better, okay? You get momentum. Everything is a vibration, and everything moves in waves and in frequencies, right? So when you're feeling good, say you coasting, you getting done what you want to get done, but you're coasting on by, right? But then as soon as you start feeling good, you start moving to where you're headed at a faster pace, okay? And then you get somebody with you who's encouraging you, and y'all feeling good together. That momentum just grows, and you move faster and faster and faster. We're not saying you're not going to get to your destination if you're not feeling good, but you might not get there as fast. You might run into some hindrances and hiccups that you didn't have to run into, okay? So take working on what it is. Working on your desires does not only include, you know, doing, you know, making posts online and reaching out to people and doing cold calls and going out and networking. It also is taking care of your outer man. Go to the spa, go to the float spa, go meditate. Okay, get you some candles, take you a nice bubble bath, do things that are going to make you feel good, and that will also add to your process. So y'all, we planted all of our seeds. Amen and amen. We planted all of our seeds. So I'm going to use my little green marker as representation of my stem. I'm going to put some little leaves on there or whatever, you know. And y'all don't have to try to get all artistic. It is the concept that we need to understand. The concept is, if you plant that seed and you water that seed, you can have whatever desire you can dream of, okay? So I'm doing my little stems right here. We ain't gonna do nothing fancy, okay? I'm even add grass to mine. And then I will show y'all the finished product. But make this an activity for you, for your friends. Do it with your girlfriends. Do it with your kids. Do it with your lover. Okay? Call it your desire garden. Think of the 4 or 5 main things that you want the most. Write them down at the bottom. Get whatever you want to use to depict what your seeds are. Okay? And then hang it up. Hang it up somewhere where you can see it. So I'm going to make, I'm going to use this little tinsel here to be representation of my plant that grows out of my seed. Okay. So I'm working on that. Let's see. Add my glue back down. Here we go. And you can use whatever you want to use, whatever you got. If you got to go get some grass from outside, okay? Be resourceful now. You ain't got to run out to the store. I mean, I know we want to make it cute. You want to make it appealing to the eyes. But if you don't have time to do all that, but you want to get this up and have it on your wall, So I've got some gold tinsel here. That's what I'm going to use as a representation of my tree that sprouts of my desires. So I'm going to just cut that right there. I'm going to put that right there. Oh, this is cute, honey. Yes. We're going to put those right there like that. Because every tree not going to come out looking exactly, no two trees are identical. Alrighty. And then I'm going to go ahead and add me some little grass at the bottom. And let me say this. Environment is everything. If you try to plant a garden in the desert, okay, we know that cactus grow in the desert because that's their proper environment. But environment is everything. So if you have a goal, a dream, a mission, something that you want to accomplish, make sure that you're placing yourself in the right environment, that you are around, or that you're planting seed on good ground, that you are around people that are cultivators, that you are around people who are uplifting, that you are not, planting your seed around folks who gonna come and stump on it as soon as, you get your seed in the ground. As soon as they see one little sprout pop up, I think they call them haters. I think that's what they're called. Don't plant your seed in an environment where your seed can't grow. Plant your seed where you know that you are able to grow, to flourish, to become, okay? So make sure that you are planting your seed on good, fertile ground, and your environment is, who you talk to, who you hang around, what you are, what you do. You are what you do. So if you hang around a lot of gossipers, if you hang around, people who are not trying to get anywhere, they just talking about it, but they not really trying to be about it, that is not the environment to cultivate your dreams. That is not the environment to cultivate your desires, okay? So you have to, if you want to see your goals and your hopes and your desires come into fruition, you have to place yourself around people that are also dreamers. You have to place yourself around people who also want something for themselves. Because a lot of times people can't believe it for you because they can't believe it for their own self. Okay? Let me say that louder for the people in the back. A lot of times people can't believe it for you because they can't believe it for their own self. Okay? So you want to place yourself around believers. You want to place yourself around people whose actions match their words. Okay? Alrighty, so we got us some grass. We got us some good, fertile environment to cultivate. We got our trees planting. And once this is all done, I will show you my finished product. Thank you so much for being part of my project. This is the My Desires Garden. It's a new version of the vision board. Have fun, guys. This is My Desire Vision Board. Write down your desires. Put your seeds down. Hang up your board and watch your desires manifest. So here is my Desire Garden board. As I mentioned earlier, this is the equivalent of a vision board. Rather, it is a visualization of all your desires as seeds. Think of your desires as seeds that you water in an environment where they can grow, where you put in the effort, where you put in the work, where you put in the faith, and your seeds can grow. You can plant seeds, you can water them, and you can get the increase. And you can plant multiple seeds just like a garden. You can have multiple desires that can manifest. Create your desire garden. Write down what it is you want. put it up on your wall, and watch it manifest.